Okay, here we go. You're going to go to classroom. You're going to go to our class. New assignment, classwork, new assignment, what I miss on top. Okay, this is the slideshow that we looked at in class. Your work down here, open that up. All the way up, we're going to add an attachment. You're going to come down and make a new slide. La la la. Okay, you can get rid of these, double tap, or just tap the edges, get rid of those. You're going to do a couple things. You're going to, this is the one I made. Okay, so it's a bunch of these faces with masks on. What do I miss since we've been home? I miss seeing people's smiles in public. Everyone's wearing a mask, so you can't see their smile. So I made this drawing in Google Drawing, and then I wrote our little message. That's what I'm going to ask you to do for this project. Okay, so where are we? We're back in Drive. You're going to do a bunch of stuff. I'm going to show you one that I just made. Here I have a couple things here. I'm just going to delete this. I've got all these guys together. How did I get them together? I'm going to kind of go backwards. I have a circle for the eye, and then I have this shape for the background. One thing I want to say is when you do make shapes, I'm kind of going about this backwards, sorry. When you make the shape, it comes in gray with this black background. If you don't want the background, or the border, I'm sorry, see how there's a little black border? If you don't want that, put no color if it's not part of your drawing. If it's part of your drawing, that's fine. But if it's not, I'm going to ask people to get rid of that border, okay? And then I made these faces. It's kind of like this for my drawing, but it's all these different parts, and if I want to move it over here to this side, I got to move everything by itself unless I group them together. How do I do that? I'm going to select one and hold down for a while, and it kind of highlights, and then on the top it says one shape selected. Then I tap on the other eye and then the head, and then it says 3 shapes selected. Then I'm going to hit this icon next to the scissors on the top, and that's going to group it together. So now if I click on one, everybody moves. So that's really helpful. That's grouping. Okay. Another thing I'm going to ask you to do if you didn't do it last time is to put in a background. Okay. Cover the whole slide. Make it whatever color you want, and then put it in the back. So how do you do that? You select send to back, and now it's behind everything. And now if you notice over here, it says I'm missing people's smiles. You're going to add text to this one. How do you do that? You come up to add text. It'll give you a little text box. You can move it around wherever you want. You can write your message. I miss smiles. I'm going to do this quick. And then I'm going to select, I clicked on it, I'm going to select all. I'm going to go up here to the A. I want to make it much, much, much bigger, 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 bigger. It always comes in as Arial font. I want to change that. I don't want that Arial font. And then we'll change the color to something. Let's make it orange, I guess. Okay. And then so move that somewhere you like where you can read it. I'm going to do 2 different fonts. So I'm going to double click on one of the words, smiles. Go up to the A again and make it more like a script font. Let's make it this one. And then go back to font and make it much, 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 much bigger. And then I'll make it a bright white. And then I'm all done. So you're going to put this, I'm going to get rid of this one. You're going to put a message somewhere in your drawing as well. I miss whatever you miss. Okay? And you can use 2 different fonts. Mix that up. And then when you're done, you can go back button to our assignment, or you can go back to classroom, and then hit turn in. One attachment will be turned in. Turning in, so now it says your work turned in on top. You're all set. Great. Good job.